83. And if it's your first time tuning in or you're watching the replay, my name is Jordan. I'm the founder of dayNumber.io. And yeah, it's kind of noisy here right now, just on a busy street. But yeah, I've been documenting my journey for the last 283 days, really with the mission of supporting early stage founders to fulfill their mission with what they're building. And also a professional magician, been doing that for the last 23 years. So just give me a minute here. You can see there's a bunch of cars. We're just tuning in. But yeah, today I want to talk about how something that Gary Vee coined, and what I really realized yesterday is that I'm really, um, capturing founder stories, and at the early stage, right? So essentially, instead of trying to create content, for what it is that you're doing, especially if you're a founder trying to market your startup or whatever it is, just document your journey and share it, right? And so that's why I made dayNumbers, to help you to make it easy for you guys to document your journey and share it, and it's not to replace social media or anything like that, but it's to keep a focused area where you can actually do that, and people can clearly see your journey only, because in social media it's hard. There's so much clutter, there's so much things to look at, and it's easy to get distracted. But with what I created for founders is a way to stay focused and actually see the person's journey. And then eventually I'm going to add an AI layer, to so that you can actually ask a question to about a founder's journey, or who's the founder that's been showing up lately, or who matches my criteria in terms of who I'm looking for. So that kind of stuff. But just hold on 1 second, guys, because right now it's super noisy. Super noisy. Street's super busy, so you're gonna get a lot of noise here. But welcome everyone. Where's everyone tuning in from today? If it's your first time tuning in, where are you tuning in from? Let me know. We're out here in Canada. It's not as cold anymore, but still a little bit cold. But yeah, where's everyone tuning in from today? Just waiting to get out of this traffic area. Beer store. Hold on 1 second. What's up? Welcome. Hold on 1 second. Crazy. Noisy here. It's still raining, as you can see. Got some spring though. Spring. So of course it's gonna rain. Alright. Welcome everyone. If it's your first time tuning in, I go live every single day. I've been doing this for the last, been documenting my journey for the last 283 days. And really, like I said, my mission is to help you fulfill your mission with what you're building. And what I was saying earlier is that if you're a founder watching this, I know you're already 4 minutes in if you're watching the replay, but I pretty much tried to capture, the message in the thumbnail and also the title. And many people try to figure out, like, what do I do to market my product, or whatever it is that I'm doing. And one thing that Gary Vee, who's one of the best marketers out there, said Hey, yes, Zaina, welcome back. It's me, Zaina. Remember, said, welcome back. One of the things that Gary Vee said is document. Don't create. Right when you're documenting your process. He even wrote a Substack about this, or not too long ago, or just the other day. Is people like to see the process of you evolving or transforming yourself, right? So instead of trying to position yourself as a guru or somebody that knows everything, show yourself, show your transformation. Going from not knowing a lot to actually, progressing and improving all the time. Well, that's why it's really cool. Like especially, let's say with YouTube, if you go to Mr. Beast's channel, go to his earliest videos, it's like, man, look at where he came from in terms of what he was putting out there and creating until now, right? Where he's running like a $1 billion empire, right, with the media empire, which is amazing, right? And how many lives he's changed with stuff that he's given away and stuff like that. So it's really cool how, and I want to provide that for founders. A place where people can, you know, uh, share their story, their thoughts, kind of like what I've been doing here, um, but in a more organized way and a way that you can actually inquire it as well. I think that's one of the key things that I can't do here on YouTube is I can't inquire, anything about what I'm building, right? Unless I take all the transcripts of everything that I've built and then put it into ChatGPT or some sort of LLM and then query it. So it's like, yeah, you can't really do that. Um, but yeah, welcome. What's everybody up to today? What are you guys up to? Yeah, it's quite the rainy day today. Well, it's been raining. It's it's spring, right? So, but yeah, where's everybody tuning in from today? Welcome, welcome. This time there isn't any lawnmower, so I don't have to worry about that. But I'm gonna see if I can actually put down my stuff and come back out. But yeah, welcome everyone. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, um, we're out here from Canada. Where's everyone tuning in from today? Hold on one second. Hey, morning. Yeah, where's everyone else tuning in from today? Hold on one second. Just gonna move spots here. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, see, I'm going through this little pathway here. All right, all right. All right, we're just gonna hang out here for a sec. What's up? Yeah, so what I was talking about earlier is essentially documenting your journey and letting other people see that is actually a lot more interesting content. That's actually what started me doing this because my friend Paul, who 283 days ago he asked me, or 284 days ago before I started, right, the day before, he said, hey, look, do you want to go after a goal for the next 30 days? And essentially, you know, um, something that would impress you. And then I was thinking, okay, what if we document it? Because what I was thinking is like, oh, doing a documentary series of like somebody's gone from nothing to billions of dollars. But he said, it'd be more interesting if you documented your own journey. Somebody who went from nothing to billions of dollars, and you actually document that whole process. So that's kind of like where this idea came from. But in the beginning, I wasn't really going after that. And then, as I was doing this myself, documenting my own journey, I was like, wow, this has been number one helping me to stay accountable, to keep going and not quit and document even on days when I didn't feel like it. And then, yeah, it's also a timeline of like okay, wow, this is how I've been showing up, right? Because there's been many days where nothing really happened. I still document it anyway, right? So like yesterday, I reached out to about 42 people for the Web Summit Vancouver, thing that's happening next week. So I don't know if that's gonna happen. We'll see. Hopefully it will. And then yeah, also reached out to a couple founders. And but yeah, not so like that was the main part of what I was doing yesterday. Today, gonna do the same thing and see if I can secure a sponsor. I mean, if we could, that would be great because then, next week we'd end up going to Web Summit Vancouver. We could meet a bunch of founders, tell their story, and then also do some magic. So that'd be fun too. So the last time I did that was March 25th. Sorry, hold on one second, guys. All right, cool, cool. No, I thought it was yeah. So yeah, last time we did that was March 25th. So but anyways, didn't want to keep this too long, guys. Gonna I'm gonna head off to work. But yeah, the main focus for today is really to, um, is keep reaching out to potential media partners for Web Summit Vancouver that's happening next week, and then go from there. So, all right, guys. Again, remember, document your journey if you want to document it on a platform that's very focused. And if you're a founder, just go to dayNumber.io. We'd love to have you there, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.